did my childhood bully start defending me? In senior year, I had a boyfriend who wasn't really my boyfriend. I only dated him because my parents insisted on it, because they thought Kai was perfect. And on paper, he was. Student council president, 4.0 GPA, drove a Lexus his dad bought him. But here's what my parents didn't see. When no one was around, he'd say things like, "You're lucky I even bother putting up with you," or "Why can't you look more like Leah Halton?" And the worst part, I thought it was my fault. I constantly apologized for not being good enough. I spent all my money on makeup so that I would be easier for him to look at. But everything changed when, one day, my childhood bully moved to our school. His name was Felix. I was in the parking lot after school when I saw him leaning against a motorcycle. Same dark eyes, same jawline, same trouble. He looked up. Long time, no C4 eyes, except he tilted his head. No more glasses. I rolled my eyes and looked around the parking lot to see if Kai was coming soon. I asked, "What are you doing here?" He grinned, moved back. "Miss me?" I laughed. Not really. He actually laughed. Not mean, just surprised. Still got that mouth. Good. I walked past him so fast I nearly tripped. From there, I tried to avoid Felix, but I saw him everywhere. At my locker between classes, in the cafeteria during lunch, at the library where I studied alone because Kai was always busy with student council stuff. Felix never flirted with me, never made it weird. He just talked to me, asked questions nobody else thought to ask. "Why do you let him do that?" Felix asked one afternoon, watching Kai, my supposed boyfriend, walk straight past me in the hallway without a single word. I asked, "Do what?" Felix furrowed his brows in frustration and said, "You let him treat you like your furniture." I argued back, "You don't know anything about us." He chuckled without humor. "I know you used to scream at me for breathing in your direction. Now some guy pretends you don't exist and you just stand there?" I didn't have an answer. It was the first time I'd ever heard anyone say something bad about Kai. The rest of the school practically worshipped the ground he walked on. I just walked away. That Friday, I went to a house party that Kai asked me to go to. "You should be there in case I feel like losing my V card," he told me. "If you're not there, I might end up being with another girl, and I don't want to cheat on you." But when I walked in, his arm was already around another girl. She was whispering something in his ear, and her hand was on her thigh. I started to tear up. He spoke, "Babe, relax. It's not what you think." I spoke, "Then what is it?" He argued back, "She's nobody. You're being dramatic." I was about to respond how I always did, by shutting up and telling myself I'd cry when I was alone later. But that's when Felix showed up out of nowhere. "She's not being dramatic." Felix stepped up beside me. "And you're a garbage liar." Kai straightened. "Walk away, buddy. This isn't your business." Felix didn't move. "Nah, I don't think I will." I grabbed Felix's arm, knowing he was going to swing, but I was too late. He hit Kai, and Kai fell to the ground instantly. They ended up fighting, and I just left to sit on the curb alone. 20 minutes later, Felix showed up with a black eye. We ended up sitting on the curb, neither of us talking for a long time. "Why do you even care?" I finally asked. Felix spoke. "Why do you think?" I raised my voice. "I genuinely don't know. You made my life hell." Felix sighed. "I know." We locked eyes, and I gulped at the sudden tension. I was 12 and stupid. I didn't know how to exist around a girl I actually liked without making it everyone's problem. I turned to stare at him. He continued. "We moved apart, and I spent 4 years wishing I'd just been normal about it." He met my eyes. "You deserve someone who brags about being with you, not someone who makes you feel lucky he tolerates you." My chest ached. I don't know how to end it. That's when Felix said something that changed everything. "Yeah, you do. You just convinced yourself you're not allowed to leave." On Monday morning, I found Kai at his locker. He smiled like nothing had ever happened, like he hadn't cheated on me. "Hey babe, wanna get dinner after this? We're done." His expression flickered. "Excuse me? I'm breaking up with you. We're over." "You're dumping me?" He laughed. "Do you have any idea how many girls would want me? Then go date them." I turned and walked. My hands were trembling. But for the first time in 8 months, I could actually breathe. When I went to the vending machine for some post-breakup snacks, Felix was leaning against the wall and joked, "I heard there was drama at the senior lockers." I responded, "I guess it's a small school." He chuckled. "Tiny." He paused. "You good?" I nodded. "Better than I've been in a while." He nodded once and started walking toward his class. I reached out and pulled his jacket sleeve. "Hey, for the record." I pulled him back to face me. "If 12-year-old you had just talked to me like a human being, I probably would have liked you back then too." He grinned. "Probably?" I rolled my eyes. "Don't get cocky. You still owe me years of apologies." He took my hand. "Good thing I'm sticking around then."